Hey guys, sorry for the late video. Woke up a little late, but I'm back with another booster box update. And the biggest thing is that Volume Skies continues to go up closer to 1500. It's up about another $10 after it went up about $115 yesterday. It's still going up, and you are still seeing more sales. When I look at the sales data, like nothing too crazy all of a sudden, but yeah, after that big draw of Volume Skies, it just took these 8 boxes being sold, three, three, one, and one, and yeah, Volume's guys is at 1485. Uh, and there's technically a cheaper one at 175 over here with picture listing, but otherwise I don't really see other boxes listed. I only see loose packs. So Volume's guys is doing pretty well, and I think it will shift a lot of attention to the other boxes as well, because if they're saying Volume's guys doing well, other people, honestly, a lot of people, they can't afford it, they're not very comfortable buying Volume Skies at such a high price, and you'll see it affect other box movement. But otherwise, you'll see a lot of red, so we've actually seen quite a few retractions. Some of these are some of these are just sort of sales, like there's one or two boxes available at a lower price, and some of these are just kind of slowdowns, which will probably take a while until people are done offloading some boxes. So let's just go over a couple of them. So since I'm in Sword and Shield already, Sword and Shield base, I don't usually talk about it, but it did go down to $30. Honestly, there's been like zero activity for Sword and Shield base ever since, like, even this month. There's only two sales. They happened on the April 9th. So April 9th, the last actual sale was around here. So all these price changes over here from 464 always a 400 have been just people like moving the prices around. So that's kind of how people are with Sword and Shield base. They want to move it, but no one's really willing to pay the price, and they just keep messing with the prices. But there's no actual real sales to really enforce those prices. So you have another sale over here. Kong's Poke Shop is selling for 400. And yeah, with no sales, like, I guess people don't want it at the $400 price. Vivid Voltage finally above to 205. It took a while. There's a couple of boxes I saw, like I saw an Ollie shop here forever for like just under $200, and so you finally officially see it over 205. This Desert Rattata, I realized that this is one of the reasons why the voltage probably stayed below 200 for so long. It's because it keeps adding these boxes, these first print run booster boxes under $200. So technically you can still get Vivid Voltage for $200, but yeah, what the price over here does matter for a lot of people. And you did see 3 boxes sold yesterday. It's not an alt art set, but it's still a Sword and Shield, and people will pay just for a Sword and Shield. So Channeling Rain had a retracement back to 340. Not terrible, but did lose the gains for the last couple of days. For that, I think that there was just like one new sell over here. This red TCG was 0% feedback. After that, it goes back to 346. It's still selling like 1 to 2 boxes a day. Yesterday sold 2, and then today sold 1. So we'll see if this continues to happen. It's always usually decrease in demand, or just these lower price sellers are starting to appear that does decrease the price usually. And so for Fusion Strike, we're seeing 1 box sold yesterday and today. I think the price went back down to about 480 after going to 490, so it's lost its gains from. Honestly, it hasn't been this low since the 5th of April, so like 2 weeks ago, like. But it does. There's just one Galarian Hoopa, and then it goes back up to 45 and then 490. So it's, it's only a couple of boxes difference. A couple of boxes for Sword and Shield. It's a bigger difference to Scarlet and Violet, but yeah, that's kind of where Fusion Strike is right now. And this is Brilliant Stars. It's at 295. There's a lot of boxes sold the other day at 17th. And only 1 and 2 boxes sold yesterday and today. It is getting pretty close to the 300 mark. There's not a ton of resistance over here. So yeah, once it makes it past these 4 boxes, it will go to 300. And I put like target prices here for where I want like the boxes to go or surpass. So once it surpasses 300, that'll be sort of a new high for it. I'm not sure if it's actually been 300 before. Actually, it has been. So once it surpasses that, that's kind of a target price for Brilliant Stars. Astral Radiance, Yeah, not terrible, man. Two were sold yesterday. I still just see a bunch of boxes around 270, so I'm just waiting for those to sell and then it goes higher. But yeah, these are kind of, I think Asherian's like it's already peaked around 270. Um, Usually around I think 275 to 80. Maybe 275 was like its peak anyway, so it's actually not that far from the peak. Brilliant Stars and Astral Radiance, the more mid tier sets, they're not that far from their peaks. It's more the really big sets, Chilling Reign of Violence, Guys, Fusion Strike, Lost Origin, that are separate from their peaks. And speaking of Lost Origin, yeah, I see 3 boxes sold. This is actually quite a few boxes for Lost Origin. So it's like 6, 3, and 3 last couple of days, and even one today. So I think people like, yeah, there is some more targeting towards some of the big boxes. But yeah, there's still, I've seen this happen before. You see like this whole page has boxes up until 403. Like this happens with Lost Origin a lot. I can't break that 403 price. And then Silver Tempest, it's still at 260, even though there's a good amount of demand. Usually it has usually the most amount of demand, but 7 on the 17th, then 4, then 4. And let's see, there's this one box over here for TCG, 260, and then after that it goes back to 73. So kind of there's just like a sale for Silver Tempest at that price. Otherwise, it's pretty much back at 273. I think the high was around 275 or 278. So yeah, Silver Tempest also near its high. So yeah, those 3 boxes they haven't really dropped from their highs very much, and I don't know, they're the bargain sets, so it kind of makes sense. Like no one's really running to buy like Dark Displays or Rebel Clash or anything, but Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, and Silver Tempest, they're considered like, hey, if you want to get in at the not highest price, like they're probably gonna go up. They're probably not gonna go that much down. They're so low. Versus Always Guys, Fusion Strike, and Lost Origin. Honestly, they're probably the best long term investments. If you had like, let's say $2,000, to buy Sword and Shield boxes, say, I'd probably go with some of the higher box sets, higher priced ones, because I think long term they will appreciate more. So Scarlet and Violet, you see a bunch of red over here. A lot of this is, again, like just sort of like low selling activity or like new sellers introduced to market. But let's see, Scarlet Violet base, only 4 sales sold yesterday, and let's see, we're seeing 197 over here. This is about 198. So it's been struggling to go past to 200 for a while. I'm just seeing a couple more boxes kind of in the way, and I'm also seeing some of these simplified Chinese boxes, which are they don't really count, but they're kind of in the way of like seeing all the listings. But yeah, still has a ways to go if it's selling 4 boxes a day to sell up to 200. Paldea evolved. It dropped back down to 240, and I kind of wonder if we're gonna like keep seeing that a little bit, where 240 is kind of too stable price. Honestly, 240 is a great stable price compared to like 225 or 220 before. Only 6 boxes sold, but honestly, even with 6 boxes sold, I could go back to like 241 pretty quickly. 243 is down here, and just see if there's any. Yeah, we're starting to see more sellers just get in between 240 and 245. Before, like, there are fewer sellers. Sometimes like there'll be a bigger price jump, like see 245 to 49, like it's a bigger price jump. But like, yeah, a lot of the low sellers are trying to outbid each other basically. And Obsidian Flames had like 1 box below 218 yesterday, and now has like quite a few more boxes. So it has these 3 over here, this one. So this is like 7 boxes before 219. And so yeah, we're seeing Obsidian get hit with more boxes at the lower prices as people try to offload them, and it's only selling 5 boxes a day. So it's kind of similar to like Scarlet Violet base, where it's a little harder to get traction. Otherwise, it was on board to be like a 220 booster box. Paradox Rift still just below 200. A good amount was bought today, actually at 9, and yesterday was 4. And yeah, I think a lot of it's just because this Fable Hoppy over here offloaded 8 boxes. Otherwise, like it was pretty close to getting back to 200. So we are seeing more lower price sellers enter the market all of a sudden for these boxes. We're seeing it for Scarlet Violet, We're seeing Obsidian, now Paradox, and a little bit for Paldea. And Temporal is like the only box that went up. It went up like $1, just below 200. I still can't. This is just about 200, so. But the main resistance points is right over here. These two sellers over here is at. This is 17, and then this is 20 boxes. So it's good, quite a bit of resistance for someone only selling 4 boxes a day. There's just too many boxes selling for like 4 or 5 boxes a day, and that's SV base, Obsidian, Temporal. Twilight is selling at 5 boxes a day, and yeah, we see a bunch of 219s over here, or 220s, and yeah, Twilight's kind of stuck at this price too. I think we're hitting a brief stagnation period, honestly, but I do think it's pretty normal. Like, it's, I don't know how to say this, it's like the market shift isn't going to be linear. It's not going to be like, oh, everything's going to just go up a little bit. It's going to be like, it'll go up, it'll stagnate, it might go down a little bit, and all of a sudden it'll stagnate enough that people will run to them as they see the opportunity that's been there for all along. Stellar Crown is at 202, so like $2 less than before. Yeah, it's been stuck at like this near $200 price for a while. Like, it struggles to get to 204, struggles to get to 207. It was as high as 214 at some point. But selling 6 boxes a day. So we're just seeing like a lot of these Scarlet and Violet boxes sell at like 5 or 6 bucks a day. Even Paldea, let's see, it's sold at 6 boxes a day. So it's just like not a lot. Like 10 boxes a day is good, but these 5 or 6 isn't really that great. Even like it's even like very similar to Sword and Shield at this moment. And then Surging Sparks over here. I don't know, Surging Sparks is always so stable. 13 sold yesterday, and it's at 252. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thanks guys, bye.